Hi friends, Denise here. I am back in my garage paradise and I need to ship out 15 orders. I have been a little bit MIA, but I am back and I am really happy with this weekend's sales. I don't know what happened. I think maybe people are feeling tax returns. I have spent the last couple of weeks really terrified of getting my taxes done, and I am happy to report that I am over that hump. I finished my taxes on Thursday and I am pleasantly surprised with how things landed. I'm not going to talk to you about taxes, but I will say I did invest in a reseller tax academy and it was a huge help for me. So that's all I have to say on the subject. Let's get started right away and ship out these 15 items, including one bundle. Okay, the first item I sold you may not be able to handle because they are so cute. Look at these little tiny baby Carhartts. They're actually like a jersey material, like sweatshirt. They're super soft and adorable. Shout out to this baby's mom, who is a reselling friend of mine. I am so happy to be shipping these out to her. I sent her a special offer of $5 and she accepted. The next item I sold is this Zyrina floral blouse. It is a very lightweight and cotton and silk blend. So Zyrina I have picked up 2 times before, so this is my 3rd time. All the same silky light cottony material. I would say Zyrina is definitely a Bolo brand. Some of you may be familiar with it. Some of you may not be familiar with it. I wasn't until the first time I sourced it, and I was pleasantly surprised. I sort of went with that little theory that has gone around in the reseller community, which is if a tag is just kind of tacked down in the 4 corners and not completely sewn, it is a reason to take a pause and maybe do a little research on that brand. It seems that a lot of the higher end brands, and it was also made in the USA, it seems that a lot of the upper tier brands, like not mall brands, but a couple tiers above that, they really, it's kind of a trend to sew their tags that way, produce their clothes in Los Angeles. So that's how I first discovered Zyrina. I had no idea. I never even actually knew what it was until I found it. And then once I found it, I started following them on Instagram and just keeping a pulse on their products. I also follow the brand on Poshmark, and they have really beautiful dresses. So the fun thing about Zyrina is that this shirt sold for $95. So that's why I'm saying keep your eye out for that little label, white with red stitching. The odds are good the profits are going to be high on your find. Poshmark. This is a Steve Zissou shirt. It is from Wes Anderson's The Life Aquatic. And this shirt was originally sold at Urban Outfitters. I actually sourced this shirt on Poshmark and it came from my personal closet. I just found that I wasn't really wearing it, so I decided to post it in my closet. I got it for a steal and I sold it to an offer from Liker for $40. I was happy to let it go for that price, and it's super cool and unique. The next item to sell is this absolutely lovely Johnny Was denim jacket. I recently sourced this and a thermal shirt was 4 times the price of this, and I am happy to say I accepted an offer from Liker, and that was for $100. I had it listed for $138. I don't have Johnny Was sell really quickly for me, but this actually did a great job. I think just because of the season and the style of it, a little bit harder to find, and it certainly is a lovely piece and a size large. The next item to sell is this Patagonia Retro X fleece vest. This is actually vintage era, and when I say vintage era, they are producing these again, and this is not just produced in the last few years. It was when it originally came out. It's not necessarily 20 years old, but it's pretty darn close. So basically, just wanted to share, I know for a fact that this vest was in my closet for 60 days, and it recently got reposted via Posh Sidekick for being over 60 days in my closet. And so I am happy to report within, I think, a day or two of it being reposted, it sold. And I was actually surprised that it hadn't sold before that. And I am really happy that Posh Sidekick did the laborious task that I used to do, which was every morning I would wake up. I would print out or look at all of the items that were 60 days old in my closet from my inventory report, and I would manually copy and create a new listing and then delete the old one. So I no longer do that because I pay Posh Sidekick, I believe, $30 a month. And that is one of the features, which is reposting items depending on the age. And you can set what the age you would like it to be. For me, I do 60 days because that's when Poshmark's sort of algorithm resets on that item. And if it's 60 days or older and you repost it, it will show up as a new listing in the system. If you do it before then, if you posted something last week and you recopy it and repost it 1 week later, it is not going to appear in new listings. It's going to appear where it was in that 1 week old algorithm. I do have a wasp flying around above me, so if I at any moment start to make weird movements, it's because I'm trying to avoid the hornet, I should say, or wasp that is flying around my head. I love picking up vintage-y Patagonia, especially made in the USA. I really do sell a lot of it. It's one of my favorite things to sell. Patagonia in general, I think people get really excited for just because it has such a good following. People are always seeking it out. It's a great company. There are so many reasons why people want to wear Patagonia. And living in Colorado, I find a ton of Patagonia, but I will say that is an exception. I accepted the offer on that, I think for $88, but I would say for the most part, the majority of one-off Patagonia items that I pick up, shirts, shorts, skirts, dresses, that kind of thing, not as substantial as coats. Coats are off the table in this conversation, but I would say for the most part, those items are going to be selling realistically between $25 and $35. So just because you find a pair of Patagonia running shorts, they're not going to sell for more than a pair of Lululemon Hottie Hots. Fair warning. Sold is a pair of UGG pajamas. UGG is known for their obviously winter footwear, but they do make also loungewear, really beautiful sweaters and ponchos and things like that. So this item is headed off, and I did have it in my closet for months. I had these in my closet for months. I accepted an offer for $25. They do retail for closer to $120, but unfortunately, you know, with UGG, the resale market value really isn't there. So I had them priced at about $38, so I had a nice little buffer to send out offers and still make some money. And ultimately, when I accepted that $25 offer, I decided I was ready to see them move along, and especially something that's 2 pieces takes up more storage space. And so, you know, sometimes you just have those items that you are ready to see go. So I sold this really fun dress. It is actually called Pat Aloha, which is a Patagonia's sort of Hawaiian focused line. This is a really cute cotton travel dress, and another item that I've had in my closet for, oh, let's see, you know, I'm starting to see an uptick in spring items, travel type items sell from my closet, so I'm excited about that. I would say I probably had this in my closet since the end of summer, maybe early fall. You know, I always anticipate people may be looking to travel in December or February, so I definitely like to have these types of items available in my closet. But unfortunately, it just wasn't the time for it to sell. April was the time, and let's see. I accepted an offer for $34 for the dress. I want to say I had it in my closet for $40, and the buyer sent me that offer and I accepted. It's funny, some of these sales that the buyers sent me offers on, what is interesting is that my Posh Sidekick is set up after 15 minutes or whenever it deems it's a good time to send a 15% off and discounted shipping on offers to likers. It just keeps going in my closet. And one of the things that's interesting about that is that I have found that people have been finding items in my closet and have been sending offers to me that are actually better than 15% off, so closer to something like 10% off, and then I don't have to pay anything towards shipping. So this is an example of that. The Patagonia fleece vest is an example of that. That was a $10 off offer, and the offer that I had out with someone else who had previously liked that vest was actually for $83. So it is good to sort of stagger your offers to likers. So far, 15 minutes has sort of been a sweet spot for me. I've been picking up sales that way, but I've also been picking up offers that way that are a little bit more competitive than what I would have offered, which I like, means more money in my pocket. So that's exciting. As far as Posh Sidekick is concerned, I will say so far in the month of April, I have made a sale every single day, and my Posh closet has seen some really amazing months of sales, but I've never had a month where I had a sale every single day. And now granted, it's only the 15th of the month, but I'm feeling hopeful that April of 2023 is going to be the first month where I make a sale every single day. The next item to sell is this Princess Polly dress. It's just a gauze white dress. It's interesting because I sold this to the buyer and she was concerned that it was going to be too big, and I said, have you ever tried Princess Polly before? And I kind of eased her woes on this. I'm going to finish off the video with the next items that I have sold and not pack them up on camera. I'm running low on battery and I'm also running low on time. I want to get these items out to the post office because it's Monday afternoon. So the next 3 items to sell I sold in a bundle, and they are going to Alaska. It is this Zara blouse, an item I've had in my closet for over a year. It is this Zara linen top, which actually is from my personal closet. I picked it up last spring at Zara. And this Airy and Alley, it's a very soft knit striped long sleeve shirt that is from Anthro. Now what's funny about these, I want to say the bundle was close to maybe $90 for these 3 items, and I looked at what the buyer had bundled and sent out a $55 offer on these 3 items, and I really wanted the 2 of them, that Zara blouse and this, to go because I've had them in my closet and I got them both at the bins. So that was my decision to be aggressive on a bundle offer, and it actually paid off for me. The last items I am going to be shipping out are these adorable camo Birkenstock Arizona sandals for a toddler. I sold another pair of Vibram 5 Fingers. These sold for $30 some, and you know, I pick them up when I see them. It's pretty much condition based. It's funny, I just picked up another pair this past week and they're fresh in my closet and have had a lot of interest already because of the style of them. They're a little bit more of like a ballet flat meets the Vibram 5 Fingers. And I sold a pair of Danskos for $55. Surprise, surprise, I'm the one still buying Danskos. I recently sourced these for $6.99 and they're normally, we know, marked up to about $14, $15 now, so I was stoked. My teaks that I got at the bins, I'm gonna add the video. They sold this week for, let's see, the teaks sold for $89. I had them in my closet for $99. The buyer sent me an offer. And the last item to sell, confession. These are a pair of Ms. Moo's boots. I love Ms. Moo's. I shop at Ms. Moo's whenever I go to New York City. I pick up Ms. Moo's for myself thrifting and also on Poshmark. And a funny story about these boots was I needed the bag that I take to the bins. I have it in my guest room and I was digging through the bag to see what was in there. And what do you know? These were in that bag. I had never posted these, and I want to say I picked them up maybe in January or November or a few months ago because I haven't been to the bins that many times. I got these at the bins. They sold within a week for, I'll put the price up, $60 some. Denise, bad move. You know, get your stuff posted. When something sells that I have sitting in my, you know, guest room and a random bag and I hadn't posted it and it sells within a week, I mean, I'm talking days, I just feel so terrible. So don't make my mistake. Get those Ms. Moo's boots posted, get those Levi jeans posted, get those items that are sitting in your death pile posted, because you're not going to make money if you don't. So I hope everyone is doing well and that people who are getting tax refunds are shopping your closet, and I'm going to be back. My goal is to post 2 videos a week. We'll see how that goes. Take care, everyone.